It's not American food, it's industrial food everywhere. So I'm talking directly to people who care about health, longevity, and reality, not headlines. So every time obesity and poor health come up, the United States gets painted as uniquely unhealthy, irresponsible, and somehow also responsible for the rest of the world getting sicker. I've even heard trainers and nutritionists say this to their clients. It seems like almost everyone has bought into this premise. Let's break this down and see what's really going on, because this really bugs me. Part 1. Abundance changes everything. If you live in a developed country like the US, Europe, Japan, you live in what's called a first world country and live in abundance. Not everyone, but most by far. What does this mean? It means that the United States, other developed nations live in unprecedented abundance. Human beings were not designed for this environment. When food is abundant, humans eat more. That's just reality. With survival, no longer requires constant movement, activity drops. That's not moral failure, that's biology. We have constant access to food. Work is less physical for the most part. Climate control, transportation, more leisure time. Food is everywhere. Life is more comfortable. There's more time for a sedentary lifestyle. So, when humans have constant access to calories and less required movement, body fat increases. Not because people are weak, but because our biology and lifestyles adapt to this environment. Not to mention corporate, social, commercial, and other messaging which influences how we eat and the decisions we make every single day. Comparing Americans to populations that are thin because they are food insecure or walking all day to survive is not a health comparison. It's a scarcity comparison. So let's compare apples to apples, first world nations to other first world nations. Abundance always comes with trade-offs. That's just the way it is. Part 2. Other countries are not eating as clean as you think, nor are they as healthy as you think. So let's talk honestly about the health of countries people love to compare to the United States. Mexico, a carb-heavy diet built around refined flour, corn, beans, oils, cheese, fat, and fried street foods, sugary drinks. Very calorie-intense, obesity rates rival the US right now. The UK, fried foods, processed meats, pastries, high salt intake, now mixed with heavy fried carb, oil-dense culture. Obesity is rising rapidly. France and Germany, less obesity, yes, but high smoke and alcohol intake, processed meats, and higher cancer rates, and rising. Japan, lower obesity, but historically high smoking and alcohol use. Cancer is the leading cause of death. These countries are just as unhealthy as the US, and they're not subtly unhealthy just because McDonald's moved in. They have their own health issues, and they are just expressing metabolic stress differently than we are. Part 3. Who is actually sicker? This is the uncomfortable question. Is it worse to carry 15 to 30 extra pounds for a few years, or to be lean but smoke or drink heavily all your life? Think about it. Obese level of fat is visible, so it's easy to see and easy to blame. Meanwhile, smoking damages liver disease and cancer develop quietly. Moderate overweight is often reversible, as well as obesity is reversible by taking action. But smoking and alcohol damage often is not as reversible. So when we talk about overall health, we have to stop confusing appearance with risk and look at the whole package. Which brings us to part 4. The real worldwide enemy is industrial food. This isn't about burgers or tacos or fish or chicken or rice. It's about ultra-processed foods, refined carbohydrates, industrial seed oils, additives, foods engineered to override feeling full. This food system exists in every developed country. America didn't export sickness. The world adopted industrial food because it's cheap, scalable, and convenient. The real conversation isn't about blaming countries or shaming bodies. It's about recognizing that abundance changes behavior. Industrial food stresses biology. Health looks different across different cultures. It's a modern human problem. Different countries, different foods, same industrial inputs, same biological consequences, social influences, and cultural influences which work both ways. If we want better health and longevity, we need to stop blaming cultures and start fixing eating, foods, and systems. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about this topic and more about health, fitness, nutrition, inspiration, and wellness strategies, check out my 2 latest books, Biomimetic Body, Fitness Strategies from the Animal Kingdom, and the 16 Elements of Fitness, and my other book, If, Inner Fitness, Your Body, the Owner's Manual. The title speaks for itself. If you have a question about fitness, it's probably in this book. They're both available on Amazon.com or linked from our website, www.phrogfitness.com. Thank you.